8:40 a.m. this Wednesday morning, March 12th, 2025. Quite a bit cooler out here this morning than what we have been experiencing. Not even seeing any cats up here yet. I've got some talking to do. We'll be back. Okay, it appears as though we're going to have another one of those days today. But we are supposed to be, like I said, quite a lot cooler than the weather that we have been experiencing. My hands are like freezing up already out here. But like I said, I got some talking that I feel I need to do. And by all rights, this should be over on my secondary channel, Dragonfire Investigative Research, as this information has to do with the type of content that I have over there. But I decided, well, I will go ahead and do a longer version at some given point in time over on that channel. Oh, it's too dark. And I'll just kind of give a... Oh, I'm still not awake yet. I'm having a hard time thinking this morning. I'll just kind of give like a rough draft. And basically, you know, this is more or less dedicated to but one subscriber that has shown interest into some of my more bizarre theoretical content, such as the time loop theory. Well, I came out with a video in which I brought up the factor of Mary Trump. And even though, you know, what I stated in that video, I still gleaned some highly interesting information through her little spiel or spat or whatever. And there's a story that's been going on since, well, basically the 1930s, which began with a couple of inventors, Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla. A battle over electricity, energy. Well, then in the 1940s, we had this couple of incidences, supposedly, to where a couple of downed craft, alien craft, as well as so-called the inhabitants within, and where supposedly the military had come in or some what would be seen as military came in for retrieval program, and then essentially there was a meeting that took place between a U.S. president and supposedly an alien. Well, from this down craft, apparently there was pieces and parts that became scattered. One of those parts was the piloting chair from within one of those crafts, and it was taken to the Montauk facility, where a lot of crazy experimentations were being done. This was in the 1980s. And of course, we have the story of the Philadelphia experiment, which basically took place in the 1980s and 1940s. At the Montauk facility, there was a weather modification device that was brought in and attached to not only this alien craft's piloting chair, but it was, okay, so a weather modification device hooked up to this alien craft piloting chair, as well as, you know, some other unique instrumentations. And basically, time travel was brought about and opened up portals. After Nikola Tesla passed away, supposedly it was Donald Trump's grandfather that took possession of all of his time travel documentation, all of his studies and research into time travel. This is where Mary Trump comes in with some, what I deem as valuable information to help complete my little theory, if you will, because she stated that her grandfather's ashes were scattered into the ocean off of the coastline of Montauk. Now, specifically, were they scattered from that facility? I'm not sure. She also states that Donald Trump stole the election, the 2016 election. I believe she's got information that she really wants to come out with. But you know, with this type of information, you put a really big target on your back. So I'm coming out with this information myself. And CF, let me know if, if this is interesting to you, because you're the only one that I see as having any type of appreciation for this type of content that I put out. Like I said, I'm going to go a little bit more into this. In fact, at some given point in time, I am going to go ahead and release the complete 4-hour interview with those that were involved within a lot of this experimentation that involved the kidnapping of the common people, the disappearances of right around 1 million people, something like that. Can't remember exactly. I'd have to go back and review a lot of my information. But anyways, with this little bit of information, it now really ties that much more together and makes my little theory that much more plausible. Because it was at this Montauk facility to where mind control experimentations really started to ramp up. MK Ultra. Okay? And you figure satellite technology. And you think about all these events that take place that really kind of stymie one's thoughts as to, well, how could this have happened? You know? Well, deja vu, the Mandela effect, reincarnation, yeah. I believe this is the reality of a lot, and that, you know, and that also involves what you're seeing right here. So I'm going to leave it at that. We'll get a little bit further along into this topic. Of course, it will be over on my other channel. This is just a little advanced preview, I guess, and more upcoming content. But I figured I've got more people over here, supposedly, even though it seems like there's only 8 people that is really kind of tuning in to my content. Well, we'll see what happens. So on that note, take care. We'll see you once again back here on the split side.